So, what's your involvement with ice hockey? Sorry, that was a silly way. Tell us how you first got involved in ice hockey and what you've been doing in ice hockey up to now.
I first started speed skating at Blackpool, and we used to go on a Sunday morning at 7 o'clock. And one day the speed team didn't turn up, and the ice hockey team got on, and the manager came over to me and asked me would I mind going on the ice and starting to play ice hockey, and that's how my career started.
Okay, and you played with the Blackpool Seagulls back in the 80s?
I played with the Blackpool Seagulls in the 70s and 80s, and I first started playing at Liverpool Leopards, with a coach called Ray Walsh. Then that faded out, and we came back to Blackpool and started playing at Blackpool again for the Blackpool Seagulls.
Now, the thing about ice hockey is you have to be able to skate before you can then go on to master the skills of actually playing the game, haven't you?
Yeah, you've got to learn to skate first before you can do anything. And then all the skills, you've just got to keep training like any other sport. You've got to keep going at it, and the more time you can spend on the ice, the better it is. I used to spend 4 or 5 nights a week on the ice. If I wasn't playing hockey or training, I was doing general skating. So, senior ice hockey is returning to the Fylde coast after quite a long break. There'll be a lot of people that haven't seen it before. For the benefit of somebody that doesn't know anything about ice hockey, how would you best explain the game to them? The best way of explaining the game is it's one of the fastest games in the world. It's also physical and very skillful to watch and to play, but it's no good watching it on the TV, watching all the NHL teams. You've got to come down to a live game and watch the physical side of it, which most people like anyway, but there's also a very skillful side to it with the passing and the shooting and the playmaking.
Now, you say it's a physical game. Is it violent? It's not excessively violent, is it?
Not excessively violent, but you do occasionally get fights starting up in a game where 2 players will just drop the gloves and start fighting. It's quite normal to do this, but it just gets the crowd going once they start.
Now, comparing the current game with how it used to be in the days of the old British League and that sort of thing, there's been quite a few changes. There's a lot more safety considerations involved now, aren't there?
Yeah, there is. I have to wear a half visor nowadays, which I never did from the age of 16 to 26. Yeah, I mean it's probably not as violent as it used to be, and it still is a bit, I suppose, isn't it? But yeah, sorry.
That'll do. No, that's fine. It's all right. It's meant to be relaxed. Okay, so how does it feel now to be playing for your hometown team again?
It feels great. I've waited 19 years for it to come back to this town, so I'm buzzing again. I feel like I'm a kid again, to be honest. I'm down here 2-3 nights a week, and I can't wait for the games to start down here and start playing in front of my hometown again. So it's going to be good.
So you've got a new team. Obviously, you need players for the new team. Where have the players come from?
The players have come from mainly from the Fylde itself. We used to play for a team called Lancashire Raptors at Blackburn, and most of the lads used to travel over there on a Wednesday night and start training at 10:30 till 11:45, and then travel back to Blackpool. But now they've got their own ice, they're not travelling as much, so it's a lot better for the boys that are playing.
And they've played the first league game already, and they won 4-0 away at Blackburn. That was against Lancashire, wasn't it? Obviously, that must have been... you're obviously pleased about that.
Yeah, very pleased. But it was a bit sad playing the old team that we used to coach and play for last season. It was still a physical and good game, and it was nice to come out with a win. But like I say, it's playing against your old teammates that you've been playing with for 3 or 4 years, and you get used to talking to them, playing with them, going out, drinking with them, and it was hard, but it was good to come away with a win for the first game. Now, you've got some very difficult games coming up. You've got 2 games away at Solway and also a challenge game against the Blackburn Hawks first team. That's going to be a completely different challenge. How do you prepare for something like that?
It's very hard to prepare for a game like that when you're playing the Solway teams. Up in Scotland, they seem to be able to play 3 or 4 nights a week up there and train 3 or 4 nights a week. So they're getting more ice than what we are. But the only way we can prepare is like what we're doing now, is going on the ice, practicing plays and skating hard and going out there and trying to do the job that we've all been prepared to do.
Now, you missed the first game away against Lancashire. Presumably you'll be playing away at the games in Solway and whatever. How do you prepare sort of mentally and physically for a tough away game like that?
Well, on the morning itself, on Saturday morning myself, I'll be eating pasta, I'll be relaxing until we get the bus up there. The night before, early night, so I'm feeling fresh on the Saturday. Good hard training tonight to get the muscles going. And I think we can give them a game on Saturday. It's going to be tough. I think they've scored 60-odd goals in 5 games and only conceded 6. So it's going to be tough, but it's something to aspire to as a team, you know. We want to get to that level as a team, so that'll be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so we haven't got any home games at the moment because you're getting the rink ready with all the safety equipment, the plexiglass and the netting and all that sort of thing. What's the position with that at the moment?
At the moment, the people that own the rink have been up to Scotland to have a look at some netting up there, and we need the tracks that the net runs on. And they're getting somebody in next week, hopefully, some engineers, to come round and give them a price to put the tracks up, and then we'll sort the netting out from there.
All right, okay. So have you got a date at the moment? Do you know when the first home game's going to be? No? Okay. All right, well, we won't bother with that bit then. Right, okay. So this is it's money. Right, skipping ahead now to when the first game is, whenever that might be. We'll use this a bit later on. So for people who are thinking of coming to see their first game of senior ice hockey here on the Fylde coast, what would you say to them?
Just, if you've not seen a game of hockey before, get yourselves down. It's absolutely brilliant. It's fast, it's furious, and it's physical. Very skillful. Just get yourselves down, and then people that have watched it before, I hope you all turn up to watch your local side again.
And of course, it's not just the senior team. You're looking at junior teams and that sort of thing. What else have you got going on?
We've got a junior development that's on a Thursday night and a Sunday night from 6 till 7:30. We've got quite a few children coming down. Well, kids coming down, and girls. We've got boys and girls coming down, and it's good. They enjoy it. We haven't got a team yet, or teams to come out of the development until we get everything sorted out. You can't put children in a team because this will be the first year that they've skated and trained as a hockey. I don't want them going into a game and getting beaten badly, and because children don't take that very well, they get disappointed.
So you're still looking for new people to come down?
Yes, we're looking for new people anytime they want to come down. It's 6 o'clock Thursday till 7:30, 6 o'clock till 7:30 on a Sunday.
Easy listening on wireless radio.